The Bank of Russia raises its key interest rate to its highest level in nearly 20 years, and luxury EV maker Lucid to open its first non-U.S. manufacturing plant in Saudi Arabia. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. The Bank of Russia has raised its key interest rate to its highest level in nearly 20 years, from 9.5% to 20%. It's imposed some controls on the flow of capital in an attempt to protect the economy from the impact of sweeping sanctions. Brokers are temporarily banned from selling securities held by foreigners on the Moscow exchange. These are the most forceful measures Russia has taken since the last round of sanctions. Two Russian billionaires have called for a peaceful resolution to the conflict as the invasion hits their fortunes. In a letter to employees, Mikhail Fridman, the co-founder of Alpha Group, said the conflict is a tragedy for both countries, warning the crisis will cost lives and damage centuries-old ties. His counterpart Oleg Deripaska, the founder of Basic Element, called for peace talks to start as soon as possible. Both companies have diversified operations in several sectors. Russia's 116 billionaires have lost $90 billion since February 16th, according to Forbes calculations. Staying with billionaires, a prominent Russian banker is the third biggest loser today on Forbes' real-time billionaires ranking. It tracks the daily ups and downs of the world's richest people. Our third biggest loser today is Russian billionaire Oleg Tinkov, who's lost well over half of his wealth, down $1.7 billion, leaving him with net wealth of $1.2 billion. Our second biggest loser today is retail mogul Amancio Ortega, down $2.7 billion with net wealth of $62.9 billion. And our biggest loser today is Bernard Arnault and family, down $7.2 billion with net wealth of $174 billion. E.ON, the German energy networks operator, has reportedly rejected the demand to shut down the Nord Stream 1 gas pipeline as part of the ongoing Russian sanctions. Last week, the German government pulled the plug on the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline. The pipeline was designed to double the flow of Russian gas to Germany. After Germany froze the plans for Nord Stream 2, calls were made to shut down Nord Stream 1. India's wheat exports could exceed a record 7 million tons in 2021-2022 if the Ukraine conflict carries on, as Russian wheat production is cut off from much of the world. Indian officials say the market is working to find out the incremental demand for Indian wheat. They expect demand to mainly come from Asian countries. Western couriers have suspended service to Russia and Ukraine as sanctions force some companies to abandon business dealings. UPS and FedEx say inbound and outbound services have been suspended to Ukraine, and deliveries have been suspended to destinations in Russia. In other news, luxury EV maker Lucid Group is set to open a manufacturing plant in Saudi Arabia's west coast, the company's first outside of the U.S. Lucid signed a $30 million lease agreement with Amara Economic City for an industrial plot in King Abdullah Economic City outside Jeddah. The 25-year lease will allow Lucid to construct and operate the automotive manufacturing and assembly facility together with all ancillary services. Brookfield Asset Management is buying 60% of the payments business of First Abu Dhabi Bank at a $1.15 billion valuation. FAB completed the carve-out of its Magnati payments business into a fully owned subsidiary in April. FAB will retain a 40% stake. Egypt's Suez Canal Authority is raising transit tolls by up to 10% for laden and ballast ships starting from March 1st. The authority says the decision is in line with the significant growth in global trade, the improvement of ships' economics, the waterways development, and the enhancement of the transit service. The toll hike follows a 5% increase implemented in 2020 for dry bulk and LPG carriers. Uber's Careem is investing in a leading Egyptian food delivery app for an undisclosed sum. El Menus connects customers with more than 12,000 eateries in 5 Egyptian cities. Careem says the partnership will extend its reach in one of the largest ride-hailing markets. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.